Tessie making fun of a cancer patient, and it was not good in a good way. So we're gonna check out her father's response to this incident, and we all know that it's gonna be one of those emotional videos, and you can tell that you're gonna feel absolutely terrible for the father because the fact that his daughter is growing up to be the most idiotic, self-serving idiot person. Look, I can't even describe of her actions or what her characteristics is going to be forever. And I think there's going to be some roasting in this video based on her father. I think he's going to be the one doing the roasting. But regardless, I truly felt like that he deserves so much better. Like, I know you felt like you raised a good daughter, but she chose to make that decision to disrespect someone. I don't know how she got 2K subscribers on YouTube based on what she's doing. And I can tell you one thing, them videos she's making are gonna keep on having so many dislikes based on what happened from that event. So let's get to it.
This channel was really, the intent of this channel was always to be for the purpose of formally me,
After seeing the video of his daughter sharing on Reddit. Oh, it was on Reddit. Tessa's father makes a statement. Okay.
which was my body transformation and weight loss journey for the past year plus, and that I'm still doing actually. And that's what the intent and purpose of this was always to be. But due to some family drama, my oldest daughter has, with her streaming internet life that she has for herself, she has decided to involve her rest of her family into that drama that she has imposed upon us all. And there's been a lot of things. I was not aware that she was live streaming while she's sleeping. Like, who does that? Like, who just puts on a camera and just films?
Thanks to some Twitch streamers who always fall asleep during live streams. And I could think of a million reasons why they do that a lot. Maybe it's because they don't know what to do with their lives other than being born, and just life in general is not going to be like what it used to be, because it seems like with the way the father is talking that he feels as if she's always been the center of attention when it comes to the drama, and the fact that she's always starts any kind of drama with different people, knowing that it could get her into any kind of trouble. So this is one of these cases where once you're 18, you can talk trash to people since you're grown, but in reality, you're gonna end up homeless, in jail, or under 6 feet if you keep up with this madness.
Herself while I'm sleeping, but again, I don't understand the current culture of what people will watch as entertainment or to pass the time. Since you want to, dox me and put my home address out on the internet, blast me and my social media accounts and the things that I'm trying to do with my life in the world, I'm doing this live as kind of my response to that. I'm not trying to seek retaliation. I'm not. I really am not trying. I'm not trying to be vindictive. But the point is that I raised you on my own for 13 years.
Wow. Being a single father, you can tell how much he loves his daughter, because any single parent would say the same thing, that they feel like they failed their child based on what's going on in their lives and everything. But in all honesty, I truly feel like in both cases, a parent fails a child of not raising them right, or it could be the child chooses a dangerous lifestyle that can cause the relationship with your family to divide, that can end up break apart based on your life choices. So the fact that he raised her, um, the fact that he raised his daughter, I was about to say son, his daughter for 13 years as a single father, because you could tell that he really loves her. Like he works hard, tries his best as he can to provide for her and everything. And and when does she get back? This.
13 years as a single parent. Never been the best parent in the world. There's a lot of parents out there probably have been in similar situations to the one I'm in right now that can totally identify with what I'm having to deal with right now.
Mm,
Dealing with a whole bunch of crap right now. But I'm an adult and I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it and I'll move on.
mm.
Maya, you just now just started being an adult and you've never had to pay for really anything in your life. You've never had to be responsible for bills. But that all ended last night because you decided to call the cops thinking that I'm going to threaten your life and kill you, which there is no record of that, completely false. But just to get attention from the internet and increase your view count and likes and subscribers, whatever your aims were, you basically acted out a scenario where your life was in danger. You called 911. So this is completely self-imposed.
Yeah, it seems like she's playing the victim card. Oh, my dad is gonna kill me. He has a weapon. When he has a, you know what? Like I said last night, when he was coming home, he has a key and he has a vehicle. So why is that a threat? Just because he got upset telling you to get the house if you don't leave? Based on what you did on stream, okay, yeah, she took the L.
You evicted yourself before I had a chance to. So congratulations, Maya, or Tessie, or however you pronounce that bullshit name. You played yourself.
Yeah.
What you're doing, Maya, is malicious. It's vindictive. It's negative.
Yeah.
I just, for the past, I was up till 6:30 in the morning watching your live stream, watching other content where you're going after people because of either disability, their ethnicity, or disease, or a thing like cancer. That is horrible. And the problem is I'm as your father, this is not the person that I raised.
Exactly. And I said this all the time. If you look at the Maury show, when they bringing these wild teenagers on there, try to be confronted by motivators, motivational speakers, sending them to boot camps and jail, just to show them their fate and their futures. If they do not stop disrespecting their parents, and for him to say something like that, it's so reminiscent to what's been going on in the Maury show and in real life. There's so many kids out here that have no parental guidance whatsoever because of these crazy situations. So when she did that last night, it really shows a lot. Not saying that it's the father's fault in this though, but I feel like she chose to make that decision to make fun of people with disabilities and for those who are dealing with cancer right now. Calling her a bald and ugly just because she's wearing the wig, that's a huge red flag and that's crossing the extra line for me.
Not raise you to be evil or to do negative things like this to other people. It cause other people grief and harm.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Now, it's one thing, do it to me and all your followers, your fanboys, I don't know what the labels are for these guys that are like I don't know if they're simps or
simps. That's what they are.
Trying to come to your rescue. You can rescue yourself.
For real.
You're capable of rescuing yourself. But no, you got to be the damsel in distress. You got to play the victim. But at the time you're doing that, you're going after people and you're causing damage.
Ad break. And we are back to our regular program, y'all.
And it's real damage. It's called real world damage because there's real consequences to the stuff that you put out on the internet. As your father, I'm gonna always love you. I'm always gonna say I don't want no ill to happen to you.
Right.
I cross my heart. I don't want nothing bad to happen. If something bad happened to you, I.
Now here's the thing, though. I like when he says that he still loves his child, no matter what they do. But if something happens to him, though, I think he's going to end up blaming himself for what happened. But the thing is, it's not really his fault. Because when your child chooses the lifestyle that they chose to be out in the negative world doing God knows what, and then end up hitting rock bottom, that's on them. It shouldn't be your fault. You did everything you could as a father. So don't ever make yourself feel like you failed as a parent. No. I mean, I could tell that you're very sincere and you've done such a good job as a father to raise your daughter right. And you thought, and millions of us thought that, you know, that she was raised in a good family. But based on what's going on here, it's not looking too good.
See, that's the thing. For anyone that's a parent out there, I hope you understand what I'm doing right now because I'm so angry and so upset. Yet, when you love somebody, when you freaking love somebody, if anyone's out there ever really love someone with the core of your soul, and then they do something to really hurt you, betray you, it is just,
Yeah.
it's truly being stabbed both in the back.
Look, I may not have a child or a kid, but I have nieces and nephews, and I love them with all my heart. And and the fact that it's sometimes hard to try to raise people right, and only thing we can do is just let them learn from their mistakes. Don't blame the parents for everything because it seems like the father he's telling his side of the story, and you can tell that he's sincere. And people saying, "Oh, it's all his fault that his daughter is this way." You know, I'm gonna hear some comments like this all the time. All the time. This is nothing new. But the thing about this situation is she messed up on her own. When she chose to stream and make fun of people with different problems, I think she's the one. Well, I think she's the one who has all the problems, and it looks to be that way.
Back and in the heart. Because not only did she stab him in the back would have been one thing. That's what she did when she posted those streams a couple days ago because I didn't know about it. But since then, now that she knows that I see her lives, now that she knows that I know what her YouTube channel is, now I'm being stabbed in the chest because I feel like I need to defend myself to some degree.
And you need to
address this.
And you need to.
You know, the smart thing to do would be not to even address it all and hope that it blows away and it goes away. But the problem is with the power of the internet, these things like this may never go away. I'm still getting emails. There's things coming at me from all sorts of angles, and I'm like, my God, this is probably just getting started. But
Yeah.
what I'm here to really do, the ultimate purpose of this whole life is just to ask you out there that are on this IP2 platform, Reddit, or Twitch, or whatever other streaming services that she's putting out this, drama, self-imposed drama bullshit that she's putting out there about her sister, now me. Come after me, Maya. You can come after me all day long. You could talk shit about me all day long. You could talk about my books. You could talk about my career. You could just come after me. I'm an adult.
The sister, I know she's gonna be going through a lot to dealing with her older sister or younger sister, whichever she is, with all this nonsense, trying to blame people for her problems, for all the mess that she created. And like the dad said, you can come at me all you want, talk about his career, his books, and everything. Just know that he'll always love you, even if you have the evil, sadistic devil in your heart. And I would say, look, I love you, but I don't want no relationship with you based on the choices you've made.
Adult, I could take it. But your sister is a minor. Your sister has had to be front row and center to all your drama for the past 8, 9 plus years.
Wow.
5, 6. So, folks, I saw the comments about, she needs mental health help. Me and her mother have spent over $40,000 in the past 7, 8 years on her mental health and well-being.
Wow. What? 7 to 8 years spending money on her mental health? Now this is all making sense to me. That she's been acting like this so strange. You can tell that she has problems. You can tell something was wrong with her. And I can tell she hasn't been taking her medication because it seems like that way. And man, I feel for the father. 78 years bringing your little sister into this crap. Him and his wife. Well, I don't know if he's divorced or not, but let's say that him and his wife were spending all that money on her mental health issues, and it seems like nothing has worked. It looks like she doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Tacy didn't want to, you know, participate in it as well in order to get better. This is sad though, for real.
She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists in Germany, in Arkansas, and in Texas.
Wow.
She has been to at least six doctors. She's been to 2 behavioral health institutions.
Wow.
She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. So as a parent, yes, it's my job to make sure that any concerns for both her mental and health well-being gets addressed. So she has been to doctors. The last doctor she went to, she flat out refused the medication because she quickly looked up the side effects and saw that weight gain was a possibility.
What did I tell y'all? She refuses the medication that's going to help her get better and control her mental health issues. And she's gaining some weight in there. Like, come on, man. All of this is making so much sense of why she's the way she is. But still, she did the unthinkable. I can't get over that.
Possible side effect. And when she asked for certain medications that he was not comfortable prescribing for, because she did her research, she basically wanted uppers because she wanted to lose weight. But he refused. He said, this is not safe for you. And she essentially walked out and refused his treatment. That was the very last doctor she ever went to. And I had to drive almost an hour away to get to that doctor to take her to those appointments. But that's the kind of person there that wants to, when I hear people accusing me that I'm a pathetic father because I never got her medical treatment, I have records on top of records and bills on top of bills. I
will bet you if they were to end up on Dr. Phil's show, I would bet you Dr. Phil will probably end up signing with the daughter, like always, signing with the kids because the parents are this and that. You know how, like, y'all know how Dr. Phil is, though, when he blames the parents for everything, how he's always signing with other people and stuff. He always said that it's a family problem. No. And just like yesterday, I was watching the episode where the 16-year-old girl who wants nothing to do with her mom anymore because of the alcoholism and stuff. And she's on the interview, this punk rock get up, fake eyebrows and black lipstick and the negative attitude, looking 30 years old and saying, well, wishing death on both of her parents, wishing that they were dead in their sleep when she kills them. Because of what happened to her. This girl needs help. She really does need help. And I kind of feel for the dad also, but how people are going to say how he's a poor excuse for a father not giving his daughter medications. No, she chose to walk out of the doctor's office without taking any medications. She basically made that decision on her own.
For $5,000 ambulance rides for her. I've done all of that. So as a parent, anybody out there that can associate with that, I've done above and beyond the call of duty as a parent to try to get her help. There's been times where
he gets emotional.
Single parents out there that it's tough. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. Single mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, people that have to raise a kid. It's freaking hard. It's hard. I've traveled the world with my 2 girls. They've been over 28 countries in this world. And I've given them everything I could to give them wonderful memories, to give them wonderful life experiences. All of that I did for her as her father. And this is how all of that effort, all of that energy, all of those decisions I made in the best interest of my daughters is repaid to me because she captured me going off on my youngest daughter because she wouldn't listen to me. Yes, I said a lot of things I'm not proud of. I said a lot of things about my ex-wife, which is Maya's mother, and I'm going to...
Man, he is getting really emotional about it, and I don't blame him because, yeah, it's hard to be a father sometimes, though, because you feel like you're failing as a parent, and you feel like you have nothing to offer. You've done everything you could to try to help that child to get better, and it's basically the child's doing for not trying to participate and try to make herself better. And the fact that he had to go through all this, traveling the world with them, and getting this as a repayment for all that hard work he's done for his kids. And the fact that he said some things to his younger sister that he's not proud of. It takes a bigger man to apologize for his wrongs, unlike his daughter. At least he's man enough to accept responsibilities for his actions, and I gotta respect him for that.
I have to thoroughly apologize. If you ever watch this, Iman, I'm sorry. I should be a better person than that. I really should be. And I'm sorry. I should have been a better husband. And in hindsight, I guess you could say I should have been a better father. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at now. Your sister was too good to you. If you want bottom line, your sister was simply too good to you. And this is how you do that? I let you move back. Thanksgiving of 2019, you went to a police station to emancipate yourself, which is stupid. You should have did a Google search on what that means and what that requires. It has nothing to do with that. But you know what? You know more about that than I do. But you went to a police station with Matt and his mom. Oh, you're such the victim.
Matt being Tasty's now export. What? Oh, wow. I can see why her life is screwed up.
And then when she got on the phone with that officer and said, I'm willing to take her home, I thought she was going to take me to my home. And when she said, no, I'll take her to my home or a female shelter, I was like, what? Because she honestly believed I was abusing the shit out of you. And I was like, really? And then when I finally saw your face of how you put on such a show for the police officer, such a show for Mr. and Matt's all there being the white knight hugging you like he's some kind of dude. He's a freaking weasel of a man. He's not even a man. And I'm sitting there looking at this scene going, really? This is what I'm coming to after Thanksgiving? I'm seeing that he's like, I don't want to live with you. It's like, but then if she's going to take you, you know what? You go live there. And I looked at you and I remember what I said. I said, go live your life. And it wasn't even 2 months that your mother was messaging me on behalf of Miss LeBlanc saying, it's not working out. They want Maya to find another place.
Oh man, just when you think that the daughter could have taken more L's, the fact that she went to go stay with a so-called boyfriend and he got all the messages from that person that she so proclaimed to stay with, like, yeah, you might want to come get your daughter. It's not working out. That's how you know that she is being utterly ridiculous. Oh my goodness, this is too funny.
Where's she gonna go? She has no income. She has no job.
Not all.
Long story short, you turned 18 in April of last year, and it was like 4 months. Well, April, 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Air break.
Try cheesy, crispy, Ritz.
That's sexy. And back to our regular programming, y'all.
Of being out the house, and you essentially got kicked out, and I said you could come live with me. And I told you, as an adult, I only had 2 simple rules for you. The 2 simple rules was keep your room clean and don't do drugs and illegal activities in my house. That was the basic 2 simple rules I gave you. And you couldn't follow either one. You just couldn't. And time and time again, I had to deal with you disrespecting me. I had to deal with all this stuff. And then we moved, because I sold my house and we moved. We moved right after Christmas, and look at this now. Now we've come down to this, because I don't know how long you've been doing the streaming shit.
You know, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. And the fact that they're dealing with this in the pandemic is rough. I can tell she doesn't take COVID-19 seriously as well. Based on her attitude, I can tell she doesn't wear the mask. Now, the fact that he let his daughter, grown woman, move back into the home and she couldn't even follow the rules, keeping this room clean. Well, keeping the room clean and don't do drugs. And like he said, she couldn't do that. And what sucks the most about this situation with her is the fact that she will continue to do what she do when it comes to this. I don't think life is going to get any better for her if she continues to go to this route. And this is just crazy.
But now here we are. We're at this point now. This is my life now. This is my life now, dealing with the fallout of your self-imposed drama. I do not appreciate the posts of nudity of my daughter, because she's still my daughter. Whatever she chooses to do with her body and her OnlyFans or whatever sites that allow that content is her decision.
Yeah, OnlyFans, I don't even want to bother talking about that crap site or the app in general. People can make money different ways, but going on OnlyFans, you know what that site is for. It's worse than pornography. I mean, she could have chose a better career. I mean, why not just do YouTube? You can make money doing that. To go on OnlyFans, and then the fact that the father is so disgusted with it. At least he says that saying she can live her life, do what she want to do, but he knows that the simps are gonna go crazy over his daughter's body parts, and one of these days, karma will continue to hit her very hard until she realizes her mistakes. Until then, things will never be the same.
Her choice. I may not like it, but I don't need to be shown it. So I'll also ask that have a little bit of respect there. I know the internet gives everybody that level of anonymity. No one's gonna. I'm anonymous. No one's ever gonna find me. But it sucks when they do find you. It does suck when they do find you. So I just ask for just a little bit of respect there. Everything else is open game. Y'all want to talk about how fat I am? You want to talk about how old I look? How ugly I look? I'm doing something about it. I go to the gym every day. I mean, the Krav Maga video, I don't even weigh that much anymore. I mean, I'm freaking, I lift weights.
Hey, that's what's up. You look good, though, man.
You don't have a father in your corner anymore. I'll always love you, but I don't want you in my life anymore. What you've done. It's going to take a lot of time for these wounds that you've inflicted to heal. It's going to take a lot of time. So, you watching this, Maya? If you're watching this, I'm going to talk to you right now. And for people that understand, the parents that understand what I'm about to say, this is as real as it gets. Don't you ever come home. Don't you ever come home after what you've done. You go ahead, you're an adult now.
You heard him.
Live your life.
Y'all heard him. Y'all heard that realness? After what you did, don't even come to my crib anymore. Shoot. He letting y'all know the real truth. Once you cross the line, once you make that one stupid mistake, as this bad as this, you're out. And like you said, it's going to take a lot of time for him to heal from the people that you've hurt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hope that he continues to be strong and gets better. But as far as his daughter goes, no sympathy for me whatsoever. What she did last night, not last night, but what I saw last night is unacceptable, inexcusable for her behavior and for her actions.
Make your money. Do the things you do to make you happy. You get one life. I call it the choose your own adventure that you get to make every day with your choices. I hope you make better choices. I hope you have positive, great things happen in your life. I hope you make all the money you could ever want to make in your life. I hope you have all the things you want in your life. But don't ever reach out to me.
And
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end this live stream, but I wanted to do this reaction for a reason because yesterday I made a promise that I was gonna react to the father's response, and he meant when he said to don't ever come to his house again because of what you've done to him and the family, and especially to the people that you've hurt, making fun of people with disabilities, especially those with cancer. Now that's a big no-no for me. You know what I'm saying? I was raised better than that. And what I love about the dad is that he took ownership in his actions instead of just blaming on the daughter. I mean, he took responsibility of saying not so nice things about his youngest daughter as well as his mom, about being a better husband, a better father, but knowing that you got people gonna say how he's a bad father, he should have given her medications and this and that. Like, come on. Like I said before, if a child chooses to make bad decisions on her own, then that's on them. It shouldn't be on the parents because, like I said, he did everything he could. He loved that child. He did everything for her. And what does he get back? Being talked trash about, being stabbed in the back, being disrespected, especially on live stream. I think she's the one crossing the biggest line ever. And I truly feel for the father because he shouldn't have to be dealing with this situation, especially in 2020 or 2021, and still in the pandemic. So my heart goes out to him, and shout out to the dad. You know what I'm saying? He did everything he could, and I felt his words. I felt them, and he's hurt. So to Tessie, I feel like she needs professional help. I think she needs to just get off the internet for a while to get her some counseling, get herself better. And we all know she refused to do that. If she chooses not to, then it's her fault. So that's all I got to say. I know I'm sounding like Dr. Phil, LOL. So yeah, if y'all enjoy this live stream, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll be back with y'all later on with some new content. Y'all take care.